Hi, and welcome to my shop, such as it is. This is going to be a shop infrastructure video this time around. I've got to do some work on the table saw. And after that, I got to do some work on the drill press. I got the drill press for free, which is always great. But unfortunately, the arbor has some severe runout in it. Like, you can see a visible wobble. I've got a little video clip. I'll stick it up there. It's pretty bad. So I've got to disassemble that and see if the arbor is actually the problem or if there's something else going on. It's arbor and spindle. Unfortunately, they're one piece in that. And I'm having a devil of a time trying to find a replacement spindle. If I can, great. If not, it's a boat anchor. Which is really a shame because it seems to be running just fine other than that. I'm noticing now my ceiling tiles over there are kind of bowed in the middle. I'll have to look at that in a little while. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get on to the table saw, shall we? All right, what's the problem, I hear you asking, with the table saw? It's not with the table saw exactly. It kind of is. But it involves my little crosscut sled here. And just make sure we're unplugged. The riving knife. The problem being is when I have a blade with a thinner kerf like this one is, when I hit the riving knife, the wood doesn't want to go through it. It jams up. Because the riving knife is too thick. And I was looking through the manual and apparently this is the appropriate position for through cuts. So apparently this is supposedly thinner back here than it is up here. I have no idea why they might do that. But we need to test this. So, first thing we're going to do is make a through cut with the riving knife like that. And this is my... No, this is much too big for that. This is oak. Red oak. Where'd my piece of cherry go? It's up there somewhere. It should be up there somewhere. Oh, don't tell me it fell. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay. This is a bit long for this. I'll use that for something else. Let's get the cherry. Here we go. Oak and cherry are both nice hard woods. So let's see. Got the miter. All right. Now this doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. Wow. That's even worse than I remembered. I need to do something about this miter. We need to do something about this saw eventually. I mean, it's a budget saw. Safety gear. Always with safety gear. Okay, it's going to get loud. Let's demonstrate what's going on with this. that's curious. Let's try it with the crosscut sled. Now I'm feeling it. Right here I can feel it binding against the riving knife, and it's taking a lot of extra pressure to push it through. So therein lies the rub. That's the problem I was having. The upper part of this riving knife is a lot thicker. But the problem is, yes, I just unplugged it. If we bring the riving knife up where it belongs for the crosscut, for the through cut, it's proud of that. It really is level with the top of that, which is kind of annoying. I could try and raise this cut in the miter saw. The problem with that is then all it's going to be holding this piece together is just this bit of plastic and those two screws. And I'm not sure how strong that's going to be. The other option is to cut it clean in half on both sides and make a one-sided sled out of it, which is certainly a doable thing. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to deepen this cut up to there and see if that gives me enough room to run the riving knife through. That's what we're going to do. If it does, and if the thing still feels stable after that, then great. If it doesn't, oh yeah, see, that's, I didn't even have the blade up all the way. That was the thing. If I need to have the blade all the way up to do a through cut, this comes well above this level. So I think the only option is just to make this a half sled, which is what I'm going to do. So we've got to pull this off. I'll remember which drawer is which eventually. I figure out how to sharpen the screwdrivers too. Not the screwdrivers. To figure out how to sharpen the chisels. I need to do that, and I need to learn how to sharpen a hand plane blade, because I do have a cheap hand plane coming. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I think having a hand plane and having that skill is going to be an important skill to have. especially since I don't have a joiner or a planer, and I'm not going to get one anytime soon. Either one anytime soon. I think I can just, let me get the badass miter, the terrible, ridiculously awful miter. Going to work on improving the miter too, but that's not for tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's far enough over to make it another sled all of its own. So maybe I'll make a 45 sled. That would be handy to have. So I'm going to make that into a complete second sled. And this is still hitting up here. That needs to be shaved off. Oh, both of those need to be shaved off just a little. Which I don't want to do with this. This is where having a sharp chisel would be good. Yeah, that's... I love me some Japanese pole saw. All right, now no matter what height it is, we have clearance there. And I think I do want to keep this on. Just a little safety piece. Let's unplug the saw now. So, drill bits. Yeah, it seems fine. Yes, I've only got three screws in here right now. Deal with it. not exactly a structural piece. That's too high. It's too far over. It's going to catch. There we go. Let's check the clearance. Feels good. All right. We're done with that. Let's go over to the drill press, shall we? All right, let me show you what we got going on here. I mean, that wobble is really visible. And yeah, it looks like it's just this little piece of the arbor here. I wonder if I can thwack it back over. I'm going to try that first. All right, well, it appears that I did, in fact, manage to thwack it pretty much back into place. Come on, focus. Get it to focus on the arbor. I mean, that's pretty good. I might be able to touch it up a little bit more, but that's probably good enough for woodworking. You know, when in doubt, sledgehammer.